Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, it is a very flat day in the crypto market overall, but we still remain very, very bullish. Now, interesting articles we're going to be speaking about today. Ripple CTO explains passive income potential with XRP. That is bullish. Now, we've got a settlement that occurred with Ripple and a European company, $15 million. That was kept very, very quiet. We have Forbes publishing an article as well that Bitcoin ETFs basically changed the global monetary system forever, which I think needs to happen because it's been going on for way, way, way too long. Bitcoin's relentless selling. Will it end in a few weeks? Chaos right there. This is all about Grayscale selling off like millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks. It's ridiculous and it needs to stop. Grayscale, stop that shit because we've had enough. Anyway, we've also got a whole range of information coming out, in relation to the Bitcoin on-chain addresses, which is fascinating as well because they hold a significant amount of Bitcoin. And, you know, when you're looking at the charts, and we'll have a look at that as well, could we start seeing a major rise in Bitcoin because it's just literally broken up about 40K. But anyway, let's get into the video. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification because as you can see right here, I just literally opened up one of my videos. I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting weird in this space and very bullish in my opinion. Also, if you can smash the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. All right, so give it a good old thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. All right, formalities are out of the way. Yes, it's been a long day. It is Thursday, the 25th of January, and I literally have hundreds of emails coming through. It's crazy, but let's go straight to the community tab. Bitcoin is literally like clockwork, okay? Looking back, you know, previous all-time highs, there was always a dip. So it is like clockwork. It's essentially exactly the same thing that's happening in the previous bull market. So just hodl, stay patient, be patient, stay calm. Just keep dollar cost averaging in my opinion. But anyway, we've got Jim Cramer. Bitcoin, so strong early this morning, seems a tad heavy here. This guy just hits everything on point, like literally crazy. Top altcoins in my portfolio. This morning we had LCX, ICP, Superfarm, Kin, and Pipple, which is just a gamble with a friend of mine. So don't go investing into that stupid meme coin. But anyway, LCX is part of the global financial system, the new QFS system, which is interesting. Go look it up. It's fascinating. Anyway, let's have a quick look at coin market cap. At the moment, we've got 1.6 trillion. Or I should say 1.56 trillion, $49 billion in volume. It's extremely low. Bitcoin dominance, again, 50.43%. Fear and greed index is sitting at 50. Bitcoin just went above 40,000. It's just hovering around just above 40K. It was around about 30, I should say 38, 39 last night. So it's starting to creep back up. Grayscale literally has to stop selling these Bitcoin because, you know, it's ridiculous. They're selling so much and they currently hold so much that they're manipulating the entire market. Ridiculous. Anyway, Ethereum 2,228. You got Sol at $88. I'm just going to go through my faves. XRP 51 cents. XLM 11 cents. Hedera at 7 cents. Quant 106. Bullish as anything. This is my portfolio, by the way, bulls. XDC at 4 cents. CFX, again, I am trading that at the moment. Casper at 4 cents as well. Scrolling down some other gems. LCX is pumping up nearly 20% at 19 cents. Scrolling down my portfolio here. And by the way, if you haven't joined the Wall Street Bull University, the Patreon link is down below. All of this goes up literally every single day showing which coins are moving. Scrolling down, XYO at in the pennies at like 0.005. That's bullish as anything. I love the project. Reef is one that I haven't spoken about for a very long time. I mean, the founder of Reef called out, I think his name's Danko Machensky, called out Sam Bankman-Fried years before everyone saw it. So let that one sink in for a moment. And what else do we have here, guys? OMI and Ubix, but banking coins, my absolute focus, utility. Anyway, let's go to crypto bubbles. And yes, before I do, I have the Wall Street Bull University linked below. I put up all my buys, sells, trades, indicators, day trading bots. My futures grid trading bots are in here. All the news before I go live on the channel. I speak to everybody here in the chat feature. You can directly message me on here as well, which is awesome. We are nearly at 900 members. This is not showing it at the moment. I don't know why. The cache needs to be cleared on my phone. But there is 2-tier subscriptions to this. I've got my paid subscription where you can get access to all my trading bots on 3COMMAS. You can literally copy them. And also my dividend stocks, which provide cash flow. So you will need that paid subscription to get that. Or you just join the community and you can speak to everybody. So it's up to you. I post up for both all the freaking time. 1,685 posts. Very, very bullish. Go join up to that. A lot of useful information in there. Information. Anyway, 3COMMAS. All right, I've got a lot of bots active at the moment. Literally a lot of bots. Okay, I've got multi-bots trading all the perpetual contracts, both long and short. I also have single pair bots, which are trading at the moment on 15x leverage. Let's see where this goes. Again, RSI indicator on a 3-minute time frame. You can play with whatever indicators you want or deal star conditions. All the instructional videos are in the Patreon, Bull, so make sure you go check that out. It's pretty self-explanatory. I've gone through it in a lot of detail. I literally link all of these in the Patreon, so you can copy these as you wish or play with the program itself. Like, you can do whatever you like. It's up to you. But anyway, quick look at the bots on OKX. Now, by the way, if you use the 3COMMAS links below, you will get a discount on the yearly subscription or the monthly subscription. It's up to you. So go check it out. Links are below. I use OKX. They are an official partner. I'm allowed to trade with leverage. Currently in the green, $22 today. I mean, look at it. It's just been sideways. So this is what happens. I'm not going to go to the week or the month because it's just been an absolute shit show in the crypto market, thanks to Grayscale and those flash crashes that occurred. There were 2 of them or 3 of them. And, we had some liquidations and also Christmas and so forth. It was just an absolute nightmare. But I'm still up 37% on my investment. Now, just keep in mind, I did start with 2K in this portfolio. No BS. I let them run for 6 months. And I've seen a 32% return. So they do work. They're incredible. Again, I've been using 3COMMAS now for 2.5 years. So I know the platform very, very well. Currently got 31 open orders at the moment and 31 positions in trade, both long and short, as you can see right here. Now, just bearing in mind, these will stay into trades until they hit that 1.5% profit target. Now, a lot of people ask me, what the hell do you have 1.5%? You want the bots to come in and out of deals quickly. So the lower your percentage profit, the quicker they're going to go in and out of deals. And basically, they trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you don't want them staying in deals for a long time for, like, say, for example, 3 or 4% profit, because they'll be in these deals for a long time. I want them trading 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop. Bang, 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 bang. All right? Anyway, you would not be able to trade 31 positions day trading. You would probably be, maybe 2 or 3 focusing on charts. I just don't have the time for that. So let's get onto it, guys. Go join up to the Wall Street Bull University. It's all linked in there. Now, I'm not going to get into crypto bubbles, so I want to get into this quickly. We've got the Ripple CTO explaining passive income potential with XRP. Now, this is incredible as well, all right? But Ripple CTO David Schwartz recently explained the workings of the upcoming XRPL automatic market maker feature with regard to the potential for XRP holders to earn passive income. Now, this is coming from David Schwartz himself, which is bullish because there's been a lot of BS out there in regards to staking XRP. You cannot stake it. Just putting that out there. Be careful because there's a lot of scams and everyone's going to try and steal your money. This is what happens in this space. It's ridiculous. And Schwartz, that Schwartz over there, and this David Schwartz, maybe they're related. Who knows? Revealed in a recent exchange on X, notably Panos Mekras, right here, co-founder of Andos Finance, initially took to X, drawing on the analogy as he aimed to explain the upcoming XRP Ledger automatic market maker. He likened the automatic market maker, or AMM, to self-running market stall where the prices are determined by supply and demand rather than the individual's influence. And I agree with that. But I just want to get to this one, all right? Because this is where we're all interested in, is that earning passive income from XRP, because who wouldn't want to do that? And responding to the community members' request for numerical examples, Schwartz provided a hypothetical scenario. His scenario presented a minimal volatility situation where XRP drops from 50 cents to 40 cents and then rises back to 50 cents with a 0.5% pull spread. Interesting. In the case, users who initially put, say, 2 XRP and $1 amount to $2 in the pool would end up with liquidity tokens worth $1.79, which is interesting. And during the drop, the 40 cents to $2 during the rise back to 50 cents, resulting in a gain despite XRP closing with the price it started at with 50 cents. Now, Schwartz acknowledged the simplicity of this example and highlighted the potential for more gains in scenarios with frequent small price movements. He emphasized that the calculations assume perfect arbitrage without considering the impact of liquidity takers. Now, this is a really interesting way of looking at earning passive income with XRP, but I think it's great. Obviously, they're building this out, which is very interesting. And again, the whole thing of earning passive income with XRP was a topic that we've been discussing for many years, just putting that out there. So there's been a lot of discussions about this. And, this just means that you won't necessarily have to sell your XRP, which is really good as well. Now, just having a quick look at what he said here in regards to the automatic market maker, or the AMM, working, Schwartz explained that when users provide liquidity to the AMM by depositing into its pools, they receive liquidity tokens specific to the AMM they contributed to. Schwartz detailed a rather unconventional method to measure the value of these tokens. So you're earning basically tokens back. Passive income, right? It involves calculating the square root of the product of the amount of the first and second assets received upon redeeming tokens divided by the number of liquidity tokens owned. And the AMM's goal is to increase his calculated value over time, irrespective of the prices and of the underlying assets. Now, the approach aims to transform validity into a consistent increase in the actual value of the tokens. The increase would materialize even if the asset's ending price is the same as the starting price during the period of volatility. However, Schwartz calculated that while this minimizes losses in certain scenarios, it does not guarantee absolute immunity to value decreases. And the advantages of this system include purported impossibility of losing value by the defined metric. This is crazy talk right here. But the ability to convert volatility into yield, which is what we like, and especially I like in dividends, right? And the opportunity to earn yield by facilitating trades with a spread. Additionally, users may not incur as much loss if the value of the one underlying asset drops. Now, which is interesting. So it's getting into the whole, liquidity pools and so forth. It's very fascinating and quite complicated. I mean, David Schwartz is an absolute freaking genius. But anyway, now moving on, we've got Ripple's $15 million settlement, which is interesting. And a Ripple and UK firm GCC exchange settled for $15 million dispute over XRP transfers with no admission of liability, which is crazy. And the clash had originated from the alleged non-payment issues related to XRP transfers. And the backdrop of the legal challenges has loomed for Ripple as its legal battle with the SEC has continued. So, look at this. Singapore arm of Ripple initiated the legal proceedings last July, accusing GCC Exchange of failing to settle invoices of over 40,000 XRP transfers conducted under 2022 supply agreement. Now, the total value of the disputed transaction reportedly amounted to 13.8 million euro, or roughly $15 million US. And Ripple's complaint highlighted the alleged breach by the contract of GCC Exchange, claiming that outstanding invoices for withdrawn XRP units remain unpaid. So that has been settled. I wish the SEC would just settle with Ripple and move on so we can all start seeing those gains, finally. SEC article right here in Forbes, basically these ETFs have forever changed the monetary system. I'm not going to go into too much about this, but it's about freaking time it's happened. When will this selling end, which is, what Grayscale need to do is end their freaking selling of Bitcoin, right? Because it's just continuing to have a major effect on the market. But Bitcoin is down 20% since the ETFs were launched. Analysts at K33 blame the variety of factors for the slump, including the CME futures unwinding, and of course the FTX estate selling its GBTC shares as well. And obviously Grayscale is continuing to sell a hell of a lot of Bitcoin. Now, look at how much they've actually sold, or I should say moved. 100K Bitcoin to exchange since the spot ETF launch. 100,000 Bitcoin, right? Absolutely insane. And when is this going to stop? It has to stop, right? The Grayscale website Wednesday morning showed that GBTC is, as a holding, roughly 537,000 Bitcoin, down about 100,000 Bitcoin since Jan 11, when obviously they approved the ETFs. Now, the outflows are usually split between Coinbase Prime and obviously the new GBTC custody address at Arcanum right here. This means that not all of the Bitcoin moved is being redeemed. The outflows appear to be as settlements of trading activity from the previous days. So there you go. And, cannot wait for this to stop. Now, also, Arkham right here has found the addresses which currently hold all of these Bitcoin. But, I mean, Grayscale is holding a ton of Bitcoin, man. Like, wow. I mean, Bitcoin Trust, the iShares, or I should say BlackRock, is currently holding 33,430 Bitcoin, worth around 1.3 billion. I mean, Grayscale's holdings are ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous. 558,280 Bitcoin, valued at $29 billion at the time of writing. $29 billion of cash they're sitting on. I would love to be sitting on that. Who's buying a Powerball, by the way, tonight? Let me know. The draw's starting at 9 o'clock. Let me know. Anyway, again, Bitcoin has moved above the 40K level, and hopefully it starts to remain a bit stable. But if they continue selling, it's going to drop for sure. Now, money's going into Ethereum, Solana. We have Arbitrum, we have BNB. I'm staying away from that. We have Doge, we have ARK, as well as Cardano. I'm still bullish on Cardano. Moving on quickly to X, and then we'll end up on this. Thank you to those 5,900 people. You guys absolutely rock. David Schwartz says that HSBC is now a strategic partner for Ripple. Massive things happening. Yes, I agree. Grayscale, yes, has transferred 19,200 Bitcoin, which is insane. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, thank you, the Wolf of Streets, believes that the spot Ethereum ETFs can gain SEC approval without resorting to lawsuits, drawing from lessons learned from Grayscale court ruling. Let's see what happens there. I'm not going to get into that one. I do want to play the interview with David Schwartz, which was a little bit earlier. Have a listen to this. Thank you, Riz XRP. Have a listen.
Last year, and then partnering with HSBC. What can you tell us there? And is HSBC going to be using RippleNet or the XRP ledger in any way?
That has been, I mean, that was so exciting. We knew we needed some sort of a custody solution. Trying to find Ripple, trying to be like a sort of one-stop shop for institutional adoption of crypto, and trying to provide a platform that would provide access to the XRP ledger, to tokenization, to payments, particularly. Like there had to be a secure custody solution in there somewhere. And so we looked at many different companies, and then in May we acquired Medico. It was a huge acquisition, $250 million, Ripple's largest acquisition ever, and obviously it was a fantastic. It was kind of funny because when you first do an acquisition, you're not exactly sitting on the same side of the table as the company that you're acquiring, and everybody's afraid to say something that will blow up the deal. Like if somebody has I had this crazy idea of something to do, like that's a terrible idea. Let's not acquire. Everybody's on pins and needles that they're not going to blow up the deal. And I remember our first meetings after the deal was closed, when we were all sitting on the same side of the table. And I really have to say we found a bunch of kindred spirits. I mean, they've just been an amazing group of people to work with. The technology they've built is incredible. Custody is a massive market, something like $10 trillion by 2030. And, the increases in tokenization, mean that that's just going to grow. And institutions are going to be like the main drivers. So you need, some place to store it. If there's CBDCs, if there's stable coins, if those things become big, as we think they will, people are going to need places to store them. They're going to need connections to on-ramps and off-ramps, payments, liquidity services. It's kind of all going to tie in. It's kind of like the same thing that banks learned. In the early days of Ripple, another thing I learned talking to banks is that a lot of banks don't care about payments. Seriously, like you might think, well, what do banks do? What they say is, we want you to like deposit your money with us and sort of leave it here. And payments are expensive and they're slow, and customers complain when we can't do them. So we just won't be very good at payments. We'll be a great bank, but not very good at payments. And what they learned very quickly is that like why would I keep my money at a bank that isn't good at payments? And what they discovered is that if I don't keep my money at a bank, I'm not going to go to the bank for a loan. You know, it used to be if you needed a loan, you would go to your local bank that you had a personal relationship with. Virtually nobody does that anymore.
Right.
Right? Like the world has changed. And I think the same thing happens with custody. Like if you want to get all of these associated businesses, like you're going to go to the place that has your cryptocurrency. Like you're going to look for their liquidity services, their payment services, their connectivity to on-ramps and off-ramps. That's going to be the first place that you're going to look. And so by adding custody, that's going to make Ripple the leading enterprise solution provider in the space. So, you know, I'm just so super excited about that. HSBC, they plan to offer a custody service for digital assets to their clients. So it's kind of like a layering service where HSBC is using some technology for custody, and that sort of makes them able to provide a sort of relay custody service to their clients. What's great about that is HSBC can do the sort of compliance part for them. So if I keep my money at a bank, I'm almost completely reliant on the bank's compliance to make sure that like I don't fund terrorists or I don't receive money from like I don't have to have my own compliance department have a bank account because my bank account is an institution that has all those things. Now with cryptocurrencies, many people will self-custody and like I'm just not worried about all that stuff. They don't have to have a compliance department because they don't have a regulatory burden. But if you're an institution that has a regulatory burden, it doesn't make sense for every institution that wants to hold cryptocurrency to have its own cryptocurrency compliance like department that's obviously they're going to have something because they have to monitor, but to actually build out all of those services doesn't make sense. So layering is just like a very logical way to do that. And they're looking at things like digital asset insurance. They're looking at tokenized commodities like gold. So I think those are tokenized securities. HSBC is extremely interested in those types of projects. Their Orion project, which was a tokenized gold. So it's extremely exciting. It's strategically important to Ripple, and I think we're still in the process of processing exactly how the strategic, like Ripple had strategies that they were working on that required custody. But Medico has so much more than they have those things of layered services with compliance. They have this possibility for a tokenization platform and this integrating it with payments and liquidity. And I think we're still thinking through exactly, you know, we know what Ripple brings to the table. We know what Medico brings to the table. Obviously, the two of them together is great. But then what's the extra? What's the synergy that you get? I think we're still in the process of figuring out how we can adjust Ripple strategy and Medico strategy to take advantage of what the other can provide. It's going to be interesting to see. I wish I could.
Honestly, like, wow. I mean, Ripple's going to destroy all the competition. Anyway, we do have an interesting graph here. Look at all the funds flowing in to the BlackRock ETF, literally since approval. Like, they're just accumulating so much Bitcoin. It's absolutely crazy. And yes, my cleaner has arrived in the office, so I need to hurry up because it's going to get freaking noisy. Anyway, bulls, that is pretty much it for today. It's very quiet in the market, not a lot happening, but, you know, still continue to be bullish and optimistic in this space, even though it sometimes can be difficult, especially from my perspective as well. But we still continue because this is the future. And yes, I do believe that XRP is going to demolish the competition. That is for sure. I mean, listen to what David Schwartz said in that interview. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm out of here, bulls. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Have a good night, good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning, literally have another espresso for me, all right? Peace out, guys. I'll speak to you then. Take care. Bye.